U.S. Air Force C-17 female pilot crew takes off emergency headed to Middle East. The call came at 0300 hours. Captain Alina Reyes, eyes heavy from a restless night, reached for her buzzing satellite phone. Only 3 people on Earth had this number. Captain Reyes. Immediate scramble. Wheels up in 45. C-17. Destination classified. Crew, all female. No details. No formalities. Just orders. Alina didn't need them. When it was this sudden and this vague, it was never good news. Within 30 minutes, she was racing across Ramstein Air Base under a moonless sky, wind whipping across the tarmac. A storm was coming, both in the clouds above and in whatever they were flying into. The crew. Inside the dim belly of the massive C-17 Globemaster, 4 women strapped into their harnesses, eyes sharp despite the hour. Major Sarah Hawk Thompson, co-pilot and former Thunderbird flyer, nerves of steel, voice of calm. Technical Sergeant Priya Desai, loadmaster, brains behind balancing thousands of pounds of mystery cargo. Airman First Class Danny Wells, youngest of them, communications wizard, green but hungry. Captain Alina Reyes, mission lead and one of only a dozen female command pilots cleared for Black Zone Ops. Mission briefing en route, Alina announced, glancing at a blinking sat-pad. We're being fed intel in real time. Our destination, undisclosed base near the Syrian-Iraqi border. Cargo, emergency evacuation gear, encrypted devices, and something redacted. Something redacted. Sarah raised an eyebrow. They love doing that. Yeah, Alina muttered, but they only redact things that can get you killed. 4 hours into flight. Cruising above the Mediterranean Sea, the hum of the engines was steady, comforting even. Until Priya's voice crackled over intercom. Captain. We've got a problem. Alina and Sarah were in the cockpit instantly. Talk to me. Priya pointed to the sensor panel. There's a transmission bouncing off us. Not friendly. Military-grade tracking signal. Not ours. Could be a mistake, Danny offered from her console. Or it could be someone very interested in what we're carrying, Alina said darkly. Plot a deviation route. We're flying dark. Base might not like that, Sarah warned. I don't care. We're not just carrying tents and MREs. 30 minutes later. The storm caught up with them over the northern edge of Jordan. Lightning cracked across the sky, throwing electric light over the steel skeleton of the aircraft. Turbulence slammed them upward, then dropped them like a stone. Danny clutched her chair, white-knuckled. Signals still on us. But there's something new. She zoomed in on her radar. A faint blip. Then 2. Then 3. Aircraft. No transponders. Unmarked, Alina muttered. Tail them. Sarah narrowed her eyes. You think we're being flanked? I know we are. The intercept. Just outside Iraqi airspace, the C-17's warning lights flashed red. Missile lock, Danny screamed. Deploy flares. Alina barked. The rear belly of the plane lit up like fireworks, bright magnesium burns streaking behind them. 2 missiles whistled past, thrown off by the decoys. Jesus Christ! Priya shouted. What the hell are we carrying? Alina's fingers dug into the yoke. I'm about to find out. She yanked the plane into a brutal dive, leveling only 800 feet above desert ground. The altimeter screamed. Sarah's hands flew over the controls, adjusting pitch, cutting speed, climbing again. The attackers pulled away, too fast to be Syrian, too slow to be American. Mercenaries. The cargo bay. Once stable, Alina ordered the cargo seal overridden. Priya hesitated. Alina, that's Black Zone classified. If we open it, then shoot me later. Together, they unsealed the crate marked with a biometric lock. Inside wasn't what they expected. No weapons. No gold. No nuclear codes. Just a man, unconscious, cuffed, and bleeding. wearing a U.S. colonel's uniform. "What the hell is going on?" Sarah asked. Danny scanned his tags. Colonel Hassan Aboud. Born in Michigan. Posted to the Pentagon 6 years ago. Last seen, classified. "Why is he sedated?" Priya whispered. Before anyone could answer, the man stirred. His voice slurred. "They're coming. Don't land. Don't trust." And then he was out again. The desert decision. Alina sat in the cockpit, face pale. "We've been set up," she said flatly. "We're not a rescue. We're bait." "For who?" Danny asked. Sarah checked the latest orders beamed in. New instructions. Land at FOB Zulu, off-grid base east of Fallujah. No confirmation code. No contact from command. "That base was decommissioned last year," Alina snapped. "I know because I ran evac drills out of it." "It's a trap," Priya whispered. "What do we do?" Danny asked. Alina stared at the horizon. Then gave her order. "We fly to the fallback strip, Alpha Echo 9. It's risky, high altitude, barely maintained, but no one expects us there." "And Colonel Aboud?" Sarah asked. "We keep him alive." The final descent. The fallback strip came into view just as the sun broke the horizon, a lonely ribbon of asphalt in the vast golden dust. But there was no time to admire the view. Radar lit up again. 2 fighter jets. Same anonymous ghosts from before. "They followed us," Danny whispered. "No," Alina said. "They were always ahead of us." She angled the plane downward, yelling over the radio, "Mayday, Mayday, this is C-17 Globemaster inbound to Alpha Echo 9, enemy craft in pursuit, need runway clearance and air support." No answer. Then, static. Then, "Land fast. We've got 1 SAM left." Alina didn't wait. She dropped the plane like a stone. The climax. The landing was brutal. Sparks flew from the undercarriage. The cargo shifted. 1 tire blew. The plane skidded to a violent stop on a fractured desert strip. Enemy jets dove. The ground team fired a single surface-to-air missile. 1 jet exploded in a fireball, lighting the sky. The second jet veered away. Mission incomplete. Smoke filled the cabin. Doors burst open. Armed soldiers rushed in, friendly. Colonel Aboud was airlifted immediately. The truth. Hours later, as the crew sat dazed under a canvas tent, a senior officer debriefed them. Colonel Aboud was a high-level defector, former intelligence analyst who uncovered a covert network of American operatives selling defense data to foreign proxies. He tried to expose them. They silenced him. The orders to the female crew? Chosen because they were the least likely to question, most loyal, and statistically underestimated by the corrupt brass. But they weren't underestimated this time. Epilogue. Back at Ramstein, weeks later, Alina was called into a private hangar. Inside, General Briggs. "You disobeyed protocol," he said. "You broke open a sealed crate. You diverted from mission instructions. You ignored every chain of command." Alina stood tall. "And you also saved the only man who could stop a coup inside our own military." Pause. "Congratulations, Colonel Reyes."